If they don't want to think on defense, why should you think any harder when you're on offense? In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to completely obliterate the cover 0 and cover 1 press metas. These defenses cannot see the field against this particular concept. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Zane from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to take you deep into the gridiron game plans vault, take you deep into the X-Nasty game plan. What I'm going to show you is conceptual. You guys can apply this to whatever offense you want. You'll just need to work a little bit to find the motions that can accomplish what I'm about to teach you, which is the sandwich glitch. Now, if you guys don't know what the sandwich glitch is, this is basically a concept that applies to these brainless drones that run cover 0 press, whether it be Spinner, Overstorm Brave, Sam Will, Mid Blitz, you guys get the gist. All these cover 0 blitzes where people just press, basically pray for the game to take over, the offensive line coding to break down, basically the man coverage to do everything for them. This is a way that you can just beat those guys real easy up top for a one-play score and get up out of here real quick. I can't tell you how many times I've done this against players who don't know how to adjust, and it's just stealing touchdowns from them. So what I'm going to share with you guys today is a way to do it against cover 0, but I'm here to tell you right now that there are ways to do this against cover 1, which I will kind of cover at the end of the video in terms of how that differs in the way that it interacts against the sandwich glitch. If you guys want to know how to do this against literally any press coverage, I've got ways to do it in my X-Nasty game plan on gridirongameplans.gg. Now, the good news is for the cover 0 blocking portion of this, also got a little bit of fire coming your way via Colt 45 over at the virtual lab partner, who has done some really great work on the offensive line, figuring out some things that will actually surprise you about this game. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's going to be on Gridiron later this week as well. So if you guys are really struggling at blocking these blitzes, head over to Gridiron. $9.95 a month unlocks everything on the website. That's every game plan. That's, I think, 5 at this point game plans on the website. 3 on offense, 2 on defense, all the vault content, which gets updated weekly, Discord access with a lab session every Wednesday. Best deal in the Madden tip space. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Head over there. Otherwise, let's go ahead and do this right now. How do we do the sandwich glitch? So what you're going to do, I'm going to show this to you out of the single back tight Y off, although this will work out of the gun tight as well. So what you guys are going to want to do is anytime you get somebody who is playing cover 0 press against you, you guys can come out in this formation, audible into it. It does not matter. But I want you to kind of notice what is going to end up happening when we take this receiver right here, Justin Jefferson, and we motion him across the formation. You may have noticed that on the other side of the formation, Jair Alexander slid to the inside of Adam Thielen. Now, if we actually take a look here at Adam Thielen, there are 2 defensive backs lined up over the top of him, one on both shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of this alignment by putting Thielen on a fade. We actually chose a play that had him on it by default, and we're actually going to put Jefferson also on a fade. Now, what is really important with this against cover 0 is that if there is a safety over the top of this little duo of receivers that we've kind of created, this kind of mini stack that we've created, you're going to want to make sure that that safety, whoever he is guarding, that player is on a route. So in this case, we just want to make sure that Irv Smith Jr. is on a route. So what you're going to notice is that with this fade, because it releases to the outside, it actually gets into the body of the defensive back that should be guarding Justin Jefferson. And what that will do is it will trigger a press animation or kind of a man interaction that should not be occurring, allowing us to lob the ball to Justin Jefferson for the one-play score.
You like that? You like that?
If we actually take a look right here at Thielen, the player that is supposed to be guarding him is actually Rasul Douglas. And the outside release of this fade gets into the press animation of Rasul, which allows Justin Jefferson to fly right by him. And you can also see that Jair Alexander is also manned up on Thielen because that is his actual assignment. So after this press animation, Rasul Douglas realizes, oh shit, I've got to guard Justin Jefferson, and he's basically too late. So we're able to throw that ball up top. Let's go ahead and do this again for you guys. Anytime that you guys face the cover 0 meta where they're pressing, you're going to motion this guy across, fade, make sure the tight end is on a route. Let them set, snap the ball, get the press animation, lob it over the top. Easy one-play score. Now, this is not the only formation in Madden where this trick actually works. This can be found in a variety of different motions throughout the game. I'm telling you, this is not the only formation. In my X Nasty game plan, I cover a couple of different other options that actually will allow you to, do this successfully against cover zero press. Now, I do want to kind of share with you guys that there is a little bit of a difference when you start to get into cover one. So I'm going to use the same exact motion against a cover one press. And what you're going to notice is that the techniques of the defensive backs are a little bit different. So what you're going to notice against a cover one press is that when I motion across, Jair Alexander still should slide to the inside of Adam Thielen. But if you notice the technique of the DB over Justin Jefferson, he is actually head up on him right there. So if we were to basically fade Thielen, fade Jefferson, you're not going to get the sandwich glitch because you don't have a DB on both shoulders of Adam Thielen. So now when we snap this ball, you get basically the same interaction that you would normally anticipate. And obviously with cover one, there's a safety over the top as well. So he was able to converge on that throw, even though Justin Jefferson was able to beat his guy off the press animation. Let's go ahead and show that to you again real quick. So if they're playing cover one, you're going to see here that Jefferson comes across in motion. I'm going to put him on a fade. Now, if they do like to shade inside, let's say that they are shading inside, you see that that DB moved. That will still, I believe, for the most part, activate the sandwich glitch. But again, the issue is still going to be that you're going to have the safety over the top. So it's going to be a little bit tougher. You see right there, you didn't really get a press animation. Potentially could have lobbed that all the way over the top to the outside with a free form and been able to get open. It's not the same against cover one as it is cover zero, which brings me to the counter. Let's go back to cover zero real quick. Doesn't matter what cover zero we're in. Let's go ahead and run LB blitz zero. Of course, I wouldn't share with you guys something like this with this magnitude without a counter. So again, here with this, we're going to play the press. We're going to run that loop meta, and I'm going to motion. If you guys are playing a cover zero as your base defense and you see something like this occur, all you have to do is pull up the shade menu by hitting Y or triangle and then right stick to the right. And that's going to shade outside. You notice that moved the defensive back. If I go ahead and go back to where they were initially, I hit shade outside. The guy will then line up correctly. The other thing that you guys can do is just back up your coverage in general. So maybe do a give cushion, or if you want to stay in the press alignment, you could actually shade over the top, flick the right stick up. And what that will do is that will remove the press animations. So if your opponent is doing something like this to you, the DB bails. So now you don't have that same press animation that allows you to lob the ball over the top. So you can shade outside, you can shade over the top, you can back up your coverage. You can audible out of cover zero. You could do a million things. So for those of you that are like, this is unstoppable, clearly not. So this is really, really good against players who don't think on defense. Of course, a pro player, you're probably not going to be able to run this more than once on them. It's going to lose that element of surprise after one snap, but 7 points is a big deal. Defensive first game. A lot of players still take, the risks of playing cover zero despite defense being pretty good in this game. So, take it up top, quick touchdown, get them up out of there, move on to the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the support here so far early in the season. I know it's been busy with the move, and then I was out of town last week, but we are fully locked in. Definitely providing as much content as I can for you guys. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/ZanMadden, streaming Monday through Friday in the early afternoon to early evening time. Hopefully I'll see you guys over there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.